Has Gen Z finally killed the millennial smirk?
Activate happy dance!
The millennial smirk is a slang term used to describe a self-satisfied smirking expression stereotypically associated with millennials. The term was coined after Sydney Sweeney's GQ interview in early November 2025, when interviewer Catherine Stoffel's smirk, while asking Sweeney about her controversial American Eagle ad, caught the internet's attention. The expression was quickly compared to other millennial-coded behaviors. Many said it resembled the DreamWorks face, while others linked it to trends like the millennial pause, millennial writing, and the Quirk Chungus archetype. Online, it was often contrasted with what users called the Gen Z stare. The phrase first appeared on November 6, 2025, when ex-user @BogBeef posted two photos, one of comedian Adam Conover and one of GQ's Catherine Stoffel, writing, "The millennial smirk died today." The tweet received tens of thousands of likes and officially coined the term. That same day, another user quote tweeted the post, writing, "Viciously murdered by the Gen Z stare," alongside a screenshot of Sydney Sweeney's blank expression. The contrast between the two faces helped the term spread even faster. Also on November 6, an ex-user quote tweeted the original post, writing, "Wow, okay." The post went on to gain thousands of likes and became another defining example of the meme. In the replies, they compared the millennial smirk to the DreamWorks face, noting the visual similarities between the two expressions. While the millennial smirk became shorthand for a generational expression, it also tied into a wider conversation about millennial habits online. One of the most common comparisons was to the millennial pause, a term coined in November 2021. It refers to the short pause that some millennials take before speaking on camera, a behavior believed to come from older devices requiring a brief delay before recording. The earliest known video showing this was joked, like, "Why do they pause so long before speaking? Babe, hit record and go." The phrase caught on quickly, with a stitch of a Taylor Swift TikTok officially coining the term millennial pause Taylor's version. By 2022, the idea had gone mainstream, appearing in articles from The Atlantic and Junkie, and inspiring other creators like Jade Beeson to reflect on how the pause shapes perception of millennial creators online. The discussion around millennial traits also brought renewed attention to millennial writing, a slang term describing dialogue or humor styles marked by sarcasm, pop culture references, and self-aware quips, often compared to Marvel one-liners. The phrase took off in 2023 after YouTuber Shredded Nerd posted a video essay analyzing writing styles in games like Borderlands 2, High on Life, and Saints Row. Soon after, millennial writing became a popular term on 4chan and X, where users used it to describe over-explained or overly relatable humor in media. Finally, there's Quirk Chungus.
Me and this guy. Can somebody give me an awooga?
A meme coined on iFunny in 2020, depicting the archetype of a quirky millennial woman, often seen as overly self-referential or nostalgic. The comic that inspired it was captioned, "I have decided to become a millennial comic artist," and featured two stereotypical characters, Quirk Chungus and Man-Child. It spread widely on iFunny before resurfacing on Twitter in 2024, where users began applying the term to real-life personalities or media tropes. Together, these memes, the smirk, the pause, the writing, and Quirk Chungus, form a kind of millennial cultural shorthand, each highlighting behaviors and aesthetics that younger generations view as instantly recognizable. Men are ditching their Nike Techs for quarter zips in a new fashion trend, but it's more than just the retractable sweater. It's a lifestyle thing, especially when a cup of matcha is added. Sound performative? Well, that's kind of the point. Like, no one uses LinkedIn over Instagram, but it's funny to joke about. Basically, this trend treats the quarter zip like a magic cloak. When the wearer puts it on, it transforms them into a call-taking, grind-set-obsessed business bro, ready to chop it up with anyone on Wall Street. In all, though, the quarter zip is just a funny punchline. It makes the person look like their dad, heading off to his email job. But that email job pays the bills, doesn't it?
Some
memes are so odd and disturbing, they may make you feel like you just got bopped on the head. Such is the case for this strange, surreal, animated meme referred to as Shoe Buddy Bop, that's part cult ritual and part absurdist comedy. But from what depths was this meme summoned? The lore here begins on August 26, 2018, when YouTuber The Minute Hour posted an Adult Swim-esque video animated and voiced by Drew Langlois, depicting a man hearing someone say, quote, something terribly offensive, and then repeatedly and violently headbutting or bopping the person who said it.
I give him a head bop. Oh, and he doesn't appreciate that. But I bop him again.
The video gathered over 3 million views in 7 years, and in April of 2022, The Minute Hour posted a sequel to it by the same creator titled The Shoe Buddy Bop. This animation depicts the same angry character from the first video, standing in a riverbank, headbutting people that are being handed to him by his henchmen and then letting them float downstream in what seems to be a disturbing sort of baptism. In case that isn't enough cultish ritual vibes, the video also features cloaked figures who summon a horned demon, all while singing this catchy a cappella tune.
Doo-bop, shoo-ba-de, doo-bop, shoo-ba-de, doo-bop, shoo-ba-de, doo-bop.
In early 2025, the Minute Hour changed the name of their channel to Gamer Church and unlisted the aforementioned videos, but the Shoobity Bop was re-uploaded by its creator Drew Langlois on January 10th, and this version garnered nearly 2 million views in 2 months. So how did the video start being used in memes? On September 4th, 2022, TikToker The Neil Parks reposted the video. This is the first known iteration of it appearing on TikTok, where it was reposted a number of times thereafter, with some distortions like speeding up the song, for example, trimming the original 90-second animation into a 15-second earworm. In March 2025, a green screen version of a section of the video in which men dressed in dark red robes raise a demon came to be used as a meme on Instagram and TikTok. This segment became shorthand for calling in reinforcements across meme culture, with creators weaponizing its eerie vibe for everything from gaming jokes to blue-collar humor. For example, one early iteration from TikToker Synthos Arcade features a joke about performing rituals to the gods of the video game Marvel Rivals. What would make you summon a demon with your bros? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to like and subscribe for the latest in internet culture.
Why is everyone posting this rabbit pointing at a clock? A mysterious drawing of the white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland has taken over TikTok, and somehow it's become one of the most recognizable memes this year. The image shows the white rabbit looking straight at the viewer while pointing at his pocket watch, as if to say, "You're late." But this year, people turned the picture into something totally new. The meme first appeared on TikTok in May 2025 when user at Boxed3K posted the image with the caption, "How teachers be posted up when you start packing 1 minute before class ends." Just days later, a JD4 Space added their own version, how MFs feel after using military time instead of regular time, helping the meme blow up across the app. From there, the rabbit started showing up everywhere. Instagram users joined in, like at Steamer_clips, who paired the image with the line, "How MFs feel saying a quarter till 12 instead of 11:75. The trend was usually set to the song So Fun by Seven Harris, giving every post the same surreal, upbeat energy that made it perfect for the algorithm.
He's the papa papa. He's the only one. I don't wanna give a big hug. He's a lot of fun.
The artwork itself actually dates back to 2016, created by DeviantArt artist Luz Tapia, who originally drew the white rabbit pointing at his watch as a piece of fan art, never expecting it to become a TikTok meme almost a decade later. By the summer, the image was being used for all kinds of jokes, and by September, it made its way into the viral "All Roads Lead to Rome" trend, when user at BisCon reused the rabbit to punctuate clips about being proven right. The white rabbit meme has since become the internet's new symbol for time anxiety. What is this Diddy Blood doing on the calculator? Does Blood think he's Einstein? TikTok and Instagram are flooded with videos showing Albert Einstein using the iPhone calculator app. Each one features an AI-generated song that starts with the same line.
What is this Diddy Blood doing on the calculator? Is blood Einstein?
The clip usually builds up suspense for the equation's final answer, most often 6-7, but also 4-1 or 6-1. The format came from ironic Fonk Sigma male edits, parodying the grindset genre. In June 2025, TikToker at rip.weenisv7 posted a video of Einstein layered over a calculator recording with Fonk music and Sigma hashtags. Another TikToker uploaded a similar video the same day. These are the first known examples. The AI song version came later, shared in August by Instagram user at Sigma Spider Memes.
What is Diddy Blood doing? Does he think he is Einstein?
Soon, creators were remixing it across genres, including rap, pop, and even classical. Versions have appeared in Spanish and Russian, showing how far the brain rot reached. The meme mocks Sigma male and manosphere content by exaggerating its tone with fake intellectual flair. So what is Diddy Blood? Diddy Blood mixes Sean Diddy Combs' name with British slang blood, short for bro. The insult took off during Diddy's 2025 trial and is used ironically to describe someone acting like a villain or being sus. Rappers like Drake were even called Diddy Bloods online during the Kendrick Lamar beef. Why is everyone suddenly quoting Bobby Hill to describe their imperfections? The Japanese aesthetic term wabi-sabi went viral online after a King of the Hill clip resurfaced on TikTok. In the scene, Bobby proudly defends a slightly crooked rose by calling it wabi-sabi, sparking a trend where people used the audio to highlight flawed designs, personal quirks, and anything proudly off-center.
This one's pretty.
Not according to the book. If you go by the checklist, this one's perfect.
But I like how mine's a little off-center. It's got wabi-sabi.
The trend began on October 18, 2025, when a TikTok edit of NBA player Kyrie Irving opened with the Bobby Hill clip. In it, Bobby tells Hank that wabi-sabi is an Eastern tradition about celebrating the beauty in what is flawed. The clip turned into a TikTok sound and spread quickly across the platform. The scene itself comes from Season 7, Episode 6 of King of the Hill, titled The Sun Also Roses, which originally aired in 2002. But more than 20 years later, it found new life in meme culture. By October 21st, the sound had jumped to Instagram, where creators started pairing the audio with edits and aesthetic videos. Over the next several days, TikTokers adopted the sound for their own posts, using it for everything from mildly cursed design flaws to personal mishaps. One early example showed a collection of classic "you had one job" style imperfections to the audio. Another featured a creator lip dubbing the line, while referencing a self-inflicted haircut. Both helped solidify wabi-sabi as a way to excuse or embrace anything accidentally imperfect. The trend continued to evolve in early November. Some creators used the sound for wholesome or dramatic edits, such as hopecore montages, while others applied it to comedic stunts, like calling a boyfriend wabi-sabi after sticking his head into a wall of snow. By mid-month, the sound reached GIF-Talk, where users paired the clip with reaction GIFs to frame wabi-sabi as a confident clapback against criticism. Other creators used the audio in caption memes, reframing it as a defense mechanism for awkward or embarrassing moments. Each new variation helped push the sound across TikTok and Instagram feeds throughout November.